What's up, guys? Barry Gamer. You're back with some more tap stuff in Idle Heroes for March 22nd, 2023. Man, we just keep finding more stuff on the tap servers that are new. We've already gone over the Sealand and Glory coins, shop changes, things like that. We've talked about all the new treasures for Sealand, Aspen Dungeon, all those game modes that should help free to play. But there's one that I feel like is an even bigger update today, and that is more ways for you guys to farm free Stellar Shards, Crystals of Transcendence, and all those really good resources. So we have a Celestial Island update, and this one is spicy. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and make sure you take 1 second, hit that subscribe button if you guys have been enjoying all these news videos lately. Let's jump right into it. So, video number 3 on the tap server. Didn't think I'd be making this many today, but we kept finding more and more things this morning that have been changed. The newest one is in the form of Celestial Island. So as you guys know, my Celestial Island is very weak here. Where can you actually see your resources? I don't think you can until you go into like construction mode. And even then you just see like your badges and everything. So anyway, this guy right here, the furnace is completely different. Yes, we have something brand new with the furnace. We now have fusion agendas, and you can unlock more of these spots by getting to higher levels. Now, I've kind of capped out what I can go to, but we can show you guys right here. The prosperity hasn't changed. That's still all good. You actually can't go back and see what the other upgrades are. But what you can do is when you click on these plus symbols, you'll notice that there are a lot of options here, and they're all going to be using these. I think they're called void stones, honestly. I can't remember. Hold on. We can get the name of it real quick. What is it called? What's it called? Resource building. Void mines. So void stones. Yeah, they're void stones. Anyway, you can use these void stones that you get from your adventures, all these other fun things, even the mines, which you might want to make sure you have upgrade on your main accounts, because now there are a bunch of options. So 1 through 6, these all look the same. These all look the same. Ooh, these start getting a little spicy down here. So if bag space is your big concern with space gems, they've added a third rotation down here. However, there is no maximum chances or anything like that. But what I think is the most important thing is this one right here, increasing your stellar shard production 120 minutes per 300. So let's see, 120 minutes is what, 2 hours? So 12 times 300 means you can generate an additional 3,600 per day, which, I mean, doesn't sound like a lot, but if you compare it to what you're producing like for Cloud Island materials, I feel like it's about on par. Now, it does cost 100 per, which is the same again as the Cloud Island resources. One thing I'm intrigued on, and we're going to do it here, is if we do fuse, so there's still a maximum limit of 12. However, if you have a giant stockpile, what you can do is something like this. So you'll notice it's going to be 1200. So just because it's here, what we can do is we can put multiple things in at the same time. And let's see what happens here. Oh, I don't like that. I was hoping they would actually cook them up all at the same time. Oh, I didn't realize the actual furnace starts animating too. Okay, so what do I think about this? Is good, and the fact that you don't have to do it daily is bad in the fact that they're not cooking them all at the same time. Maybe we can get them to change that, because I don't know about you guys, but on my main account, on our regular servers, again, remember, this is on the tap testing server, so you're not gonna be able to notice it on live. I just have more void stones that I could ever spend. So what I'm going to petition them to do is let us do all of these on the same timer. And I think that would be good feedback to send. Because as it stands right now, I don't think this is a great system. I mean, so what? You have to take, this is essentially 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So you can have a constant flow of 8 days worth of resources. meaning you only have to do this once a week. I guess that's good, but let's be honest, guys. Who comes in here and does this and then jumps over to the Adventure Association anyway? Like, it's not like it's that bad to just go do, or like do click, 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 and done. I guess it is a nice thing, but I feel like what could really make this worthwhile is if they let all of these actually cook up at the same time. Otherwise, what's the point? I guess it is a quality of life upgrade, which I'm never against quality of life upgrades, but I guess we'll have to see how you can cash these out too, because in reality, like the way it is right here, just imagine once this countdown comes down, we just click a button that says like collect resources, and then it frees up a slot, and you're still doing it for a day. It's just an 8-day backlog, or I guess like I don't know. To me, it seems a little trivial. Hopefully they can change that. What I really, really hope they do change, though, is the way that you can... Because we're getting Stellar Shards. That's cool. I feel like most people probably already have the furnace leveled up quite a bit. It does take a decent chunk of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? So the other thing I did notice looking back at our normal servers, actually, yeah, these are 5 additional levels to level up. If you are currently maxed out on your furnace on live, this will only go up to level 10. And now we can go 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, which also means we change from a prosperity bonus cap of 300 to 420. So what does that mean? That means you could technically get higher gold, gem, magic dust, and voidstone output, which again, void outstone, this is kind of becomes a little better in my opinion. How big of a deal though? It's not huge, because you'll notice here, like, there's not a ton of changes that happen between levels, depending on what level you're on and everything. But I do think this is a good change. I think it's a good change, but I'm going to really push the community managers to give feedback to the developers to hopefully let all of these cook at the same time, because you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 open total. So what would that be? So if we could have 8, we're going to break that down. 8 of them times what? 300, right? Per day? No. That's 300 per each. So we got to do 300 times 12 of them, which is a 24-hour period, and then multiply by the 8. You could literally be generating an additional 28,800 stellar shards per day. Now that sounds like a nice sizable chunk, kind of equal to a lot of the void game modes like Void Arc and everything, Realms Gate, kind of what you generate from those, as well as honestly Void Vortex. Like, that's kind of like each vortex opening for a lot of players. That would be really nice, but we have to try to push and give feedback and be like, all right, hey, make every one of these cook. Let me just clear through these so fast, because that's the other thing. I have so many of these stones on our main account, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to go through them. So good change overall. Stellar Shards are in here now. I think Stellar Shards are the most important thing to go for, even more so than Cloud Island, just because of how much spiritual essence everybody is sitting on. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.